Hey, it's Thomas Moretti from CoolCleveland.com, and we're here today at Cleveland State University, and we're here at the launch of Engage Cleveland. We're talking today with Andrew Bennett, President, 2030 Club of Cleveland. Thank you so much, Andrew.
Wow, sure thing. Glad that you're here today.
Talk about what this whole Engage Cleveland thing is. It's an effort really to attract and retain young professionals. First, tell me why we need this if we already have 70 young professionals groups in the greater Cleveland area.
Yeah, I'd say one of the issues right now is that there's a ton of great events, initiatives all going on in Cleveland.
Sure.
But they're all run on volunteer hours, and they're doing a tremendous work right now. They're retaining, they're attracting young professionals, but what they're capable of is much more. And as of right now, if we can take and put some full-time staff around them, then we can really take things up to the next level.
So what is the need here in Cleveland? What are we missing? What's the gap that other cities are doing that we're not doing here?
It's really about integrating the young professionals into the community, really tapping onto their potential to take Cleveland to the next level. So what other cities do is they fully integrate them into decision making, they connect them with the local assets and organizations that are here. So in Cleveland, what we really want to do is capitalize on the elements that exist and then inject it with the young professionals so it can be taken up to the next level.
Talk about specifically, what specific goals do you think this group is going to have, Engage Cleveland, that these other 70 organizations don't have? Of course, they meet the needs of their specific groups, right?
So the 70 different organizations, they're all doing tremendous work, but they're also at times duplicating efforts. So what we want to do is we want to be able to streamline things. We want to better support the young professional organizations in their efforts. But the goal of Engage Cleveland is to really is much more than just the young professional organizations. It's also to create a bridge between the business community and young professionals, the city, the county, and nonprofit initiatives, and connect it with the passion and energy that is in the young professional demographic, because young professionals want to make a difference in this community, and right now there's no go-to place for them to help figure out how to do so.
What is the situation with corporations in town here? Are they worried about this? Do they need to reach out to the next generation?
They do. I've had a number of conversations with some of Cleveland's biggest corporations, and they constantly are challenged with attracting and retaining young professionals. With each young professional that leaves their business, it's 150% of their salary that is lost and is a cost to the business. So they have a great need to attract and retain the young professionals, and right now they don't necessarily have the mechanisms to do so.
So how does this Engage Cleveland initiative plan to connect with the corporations that are having, they all have HR departments, they all have job lists, they're actively searching for people. We've got thousands of unfilled positions to be filled. What's the missing link, and how does Engage Cleveland provide that?
The missing link is the young professional demographic is fragmented right now, so there's no go-to location to help integrate and bridge the gap. So you have the businesses and the employers, and then you have the young professionals, but there's no streamlined YP-focused job search engine that can help bridge the two together. So it would be to just enable that connectivity between the supply and the demand that currently does not exist.
So what are the programs that you think, and I realize this is all still to be put together, but a master plan has been published just today. Do you see this as an events-driven thing where we're going to connect people physically? Do you see it as a technology-driven thing where there's going to be a portal website?
I'd very much see it being on the technology aspect for the accessing local talent. The problem now is that a lot of job boards are either not focused on young professionals or they're not focused on Cleveland. So it's to create a tailored job board that would be specifically for the young professionals and businesses. Additionally, I think we're looking to create an ambassadors program and have a team of young professionals that can help the organizations, private businesses, sell and recruit to out-of-town young professionals. And so it would be a combination, but certainly having that portal to connect the young professionals to the businesses is going to be important.
How important is the social side of things? At Cool Cleveland, we're aware that people love to go out, they love to do things.
Yep.
We see that as a way to engage people with their community and get them involved. Is that an important aspect, you think, to this Engage Cleveland effort?
It's very important, but Engage Cleveland will not be focusing on creating events. It might create a couple large-scale events per year, but it's going to capitalize and piggyback on the existing efforts and hopefully better enable what they're doing and give a boost to those efforts. So with the, for an arts program, a night out at the arts, instead of having 50 people because of one organization, now inject it with arguably 10,000, 20,000 young professionals, and then that event could probably have 500 to 1,000 people in attendance. So,
do you see this as an effort that's local for the folks that are already here, or do you see this as something that really could become a nationally effective organization that reaches out and shows people how to get engaged here in the region?
So right now what we really want to do is capitalize on all the great elements that currently exist. So Cleveland has all the organizations, all the attractions, all the benefits, but it's not necessarily connected in a way that it should be. So we want to focus on first making the best possible Cleveland here and get that engine running really smoothly, and then it creates an environment that's better for newcomers and out-of-towners to come to. So we want to really get a well-run engine and then bring people into that so as that they have easy integration and they can hit the ground running.
Finally, this effort's going to take some money. You're going to want to pay some staff. That's the whole point, is so you've got some full-time people waking up in the morning working on this problem. How do you expect to get this funded? How's it going to be sustainable?
It's a private-public partnership. We need a variety of people to step up and support the project. There's going to be individual contributions, but we're certainly looking to the business community to help out because if they just, as I mentioned before, if they save 10 people from leaving their businesses, in economic value and in cost to the business, just 10 people who are making $50,000 a year, that's up to $750,000.
Wow.
So if we can just save 10 people from leaving Cleveland, the whole thing pays for itself.
That's great. Andrew, thanks for taking time here.
Appreciate it.
Great to see you here this morning.
Thanks.
Thank you. Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. Have a great week in Cool Cleveland. In CoolCleveland.com. Great. In CoolCleveland.com. In CoolCleveland.com. Smart. 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 In CoolCleveland.com. In CoolCleveland.com. In CoolCleveland.com. In CoolCleveland.com. In CoolCleveland.com. In CoolCleveland.com. In From great week.
50, there's 10 people.
Smart. 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 Great week.
50, there's 10 people.
From great week.
50, there's 10 people.
From great week.
50, there's 10 people.
In CoolCleveland.com. In CoolCleveland.com. in Cleveland. Cleveland.com. 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 From Great Week.
50, there's 10 people.
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 From Great Week. Smart. Smart. Great Week. From
50, there's 10 people.
Great Week. From
50, there's 10 people.
Great Week. Smart.